If you want to learn how to farm millions of loot with Balloonian at Town Hall 7, then stay tuned because that's what we're covering today. Yo, what's up guys, it's Jsmith here. Hope you guys are having a great day. Today we're talking all about Balloonian at Town Hall 7. This is by far one of the best farming strategies in the game at this level. I like to pair up 28 balloons and 30 minions with 2 rages and a heal. Some people have tried using lightning spells with this, but honestly it just seems like 2 rages and a heal is a lot more effective. So this is a little bit more on the pricier side. It costs about 165,000 elixir to train, but trust me guys, it's so worth it and I'll be showing you guys how. So the plan for today is we'll be covering 2 replays against different bases and then we'll be getting into live attacks for the rest of the video. If you guys do enjoy, please leave a like and subscribe, would really appreciate it. Let's go ahead and get into it. When using this strategy, there's 3 defenses that you need to be wary of. One is the air defense, the second being the wizard tower, and the third being the air sweeper. So let's go ahead and put this all together. So the air sweeper is really just going to be pushing your balloons back as well as the minions, so it's going to be slowing them down. So you want to, whenever you're doing this attack, you want to make sure that you come in behind the air sweeper, so that way it's not slowing you down and you're getting hit by the splash damage and air defenses. So when we're setting up to do this attack, we are going to try to line up in a way that we can try to get to 2 air defenses as soon as possible. So we are going to go ahead and place down our balloons more or less in a line or in the most efficient way possible to try to get to those balloons. So on this instance, I put these balloons, a couple balloons down, just go straight to this air defense, but I put the majority of the balloons at the top, and the reason being is because there's not that many air targeting defenses here on the right side, but on the left side, there's a lot more. So I went heavier on the balloons on the left side just to take care of the extra defenses over there. So I'm gonna go ahead and drop down an early rage to go ahead and take out the air defense, and then another early rage on the other side to go ahead and take out the second air defense. And then after those initial defenses are taken down, this first wave of defenses are taken down, you want to go ahead and start putting in the minions. They are just going to go ahead and help you clean up the rest of the base and also do some additional damage to any defenses that are left over. And then you have that heal spell left on standby, and you are going to go ahead and use that by, let's say, the last remaining air defense, or by a splash damage building such as the wizard tower, just to keep those balloons nice and healthy and go about your way. So in this attack, my balloons did end up getting taken down by this wizard tower, but thanks to my barbarian king and the rest of the minions, I was able to get 3 stars on this base. Just like I said in the beginning of this video, this attack strategy works great versus Town Hall 8s as well. You just have to take note that there is some extra defenses at Town Hall 8. So first things first is we are going to identify where are the 2 main air defenses that we want to take out as soon as possible while it's allowing us to get the most amount of loot. So what we're going to go ahead and do is I'm going to put most of my balloons closest to this archer tower and cannon because that's going to path to the 2 air defenses. So I'm going to go ahead and put my balloons down in a line, pathing towards those defenses, and then put some early rages down to help the balloons get through the base and take out the air defense as soon as possible. So both rages are down, and then I'm going to save my heal for the bottom side of the base because that's where the majority of the splash damage buildings are. That heal was not perfect, it definitely could have been placed better, but it's still pretty good. So the minions went down right after that first wave of defenses went down, and now they're just collecting all the loot in the back end. I did put down some clan castle balloons here just to take out some additional defenses to help my troops get some more loot, but nonetheless I'm gonna go ahead and get a ton of loot from this base. Really happy with how this turned out. Let's go ahead and do some live attacks. Let's go ahead, do some live attacks and see who we come up against. Alrighty, this is a Town Hall 8, but it has such good loot I feel more or less obligated to hit it, so that's what I'm gonna go ahead and do. So I see that there's a lot of loot there on the bottom as well, and the 2 easiest defenses to get, air defenses to get, are at the top. So I'm going to go ahead and take those out as soon as I can, and let's go ahead and go for this thing. So let's go ahead, and I'm going to go ahead and put most of my balloons in a line. Alright, follow up with minions. And let's go ahead and drop 2 early rages, get them in the base, taken care of. And let's see, I'm probably going to have to drop an early heal spell here if I had to guess. And I just want to see where I'm going to need to do that. So I'm going to go ahead and drop that close to here. And okay, cool. So I'm gonna go ahead and put down a Barb King down here. Just go ahead and get some of the loot down there. And alright, so we're looking pretty right now, getting a lot of loot. And let's go ahead, spread the love with some of the minions, get them inside the base. And let's go ahead and put some down here as well. Get some of this loot. And I'm just trying to see if there's any other loot that I'm really missing. I'm going to go ahead and rage up the Barb King, get this going a little bit. And there's still 200k that I have not got yet. So looking to get more of that. I did definitely get slowed down in the attacking portion of the raid by the air sweeper, but it's okay. Even with the rages, I was able to just push through and get a lot of that loot. So it looks like the Barb King is going to go ahead and fall down, but I should be able to get a lot of that remaining loot here with the minions sniping off that left side as well. So that's going to be the final minion, it looks like, and boom. So let's go ahead and see the final tally of what we came up with. And 300,000 gold, 400k elixir, and close to 1,000 of dark elixir. Not a bad raid at all for our first attack. Time for attack number 2. Let's go ahead and see what we get. Alrighty, we just got a pretty solid Town Hall 7 with relatively weak defenses, it looks like. And let's go ahead and take advantage of this. So the air sweeper is pointing at the 2 main air defenses, which is going to cause a little bit of a problem for sure. But let's go ahead and see how we really want to approach this. Do we want to go into the air sweeper is the real question here. Sometimes that is what you have to do. And honestly, that's more kind of what I'm leaning towards right now. So that's what we're going to go ahead and do. I'm going to go ahead and do a little bit of a split, kind of like an L with the balloons. And let's go ahead. I'm going to go ahead and use this rage right here, get them going in. And I'm also going to do an early heal as well, just because of all the defenses, the splash damage, everything else in there. And okay, they should go over to that air defense. They are nice, and I still got that extra rage, which I'm going to go ahead and use now because of that air sweeper. So it looks like everything's sitting pretty still. Balloons are still going throughout the base. They're getting kind of weak now, so that air defense is looking a little bit scary. But there's really only one main air defense left, and that's that archer tower right there. So this is going to be cleaning up to be a pretty solid 3. I knew I had a pretty good chance at this base in the beginning because of when I looked at the defenses overall, they looked pretty weak. But the loot was there, and we made it happen. Some solid loot for attack number 2, 300k gold, 250 elixir, and close to 300 dark elixir. So not a bad raid whatsoever. Let's go ahead and do one more attack, and hopefully this one can be bigger than all the other ones we've had so far. Alrighty, we found a pretty solid Town Hall 7. Can't really complain about this one, and has a great amount of elixir as well. So the only hard bit is the fact that this air defense is all the way at the bottom, but nonetheless, we should be able to get the top 2 relatively easily. So let's go ahead and do 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I'm just going to go ahead and spread the rest of the balloons this way. I'm going to go ahead and drop an early rage on this side, just go ahead and get those balloons in there, and let me go ahead and start dropping in some of the minions. Alright, that's going in. I'm going to go ahead and drop my king at the bottom and hopefully see if maybe like he can make some magic happen down there with taking out the enemy air defense. So I still got this heal going up and going strong. I have a couple balloons at the top. Hopefully they can take out that final air defense. And I'm going to go ahead and drop this heal right here and get those balloons walking in and destroying that final air defense. So this is looking up to be a pretty clean 3-star overall. And let me go ahead and drop that king ability, take out the enemy king, and this is wrapping up to be 3 stars for sure. So not too shabby. Even though this is more or less a farming attack, it still works great for getting 3 stars too occasionally, especially against other Town Hall 7s. And in all of these attacks so far that I've showed you, all the live attacks, I have not needed to use Clan Castle troops. That just shows you don't need Clan Castle troops. They just make this attack that much better. So some solid loot to finish out the day. And if you guys did enjoy this video, please let me know in the comments down below. Leave a like. Please subscribe if you guys enjoyed for content just like this. Thanks again so much for watching. I'll catch you guys in the next one.